I'm Eric the Red.
I'm Rick Shottown.
And this is News
for the Caffeinated. News for the Caffeinated. Soylent people?
So if you've been following this channel for a while, you'll know that earlier this year, being 2017, we did our first and only to date Soylent review on the Soylent Coffiest, which was in our Wedding for the Caffeinated video, which I'll link down in the description if you've yet to see it.
And they have changed their name from Soylent Coffiest or Coffee Coffiest or whatever it was before to Cafe Coffiest.
So Soylent has released a new line of what they're calling cafe beverages, which are inspired by the drinks you might get at a coffee house or a cafe.
Is one biscotti flavored?
One is not biscotti flavored.
Nice.
But these are either coffee or tea, for the most part, flavored drinks that include relatively low, but still there amounts of caffeine in them. So they are caffeinated. They're not quite as caffeinated as getting a double shot espresso something, but there is caffeine in it, unlike our goddamn Disney drink from last week.
God damn it, Star Wars!
But also worth noting that we are not going back and doing Soylent for no reason at all.
Nope.
We're doing it because, well, because it's there, because there's caffeine in it, and for really no reason at all. Not because, you know, Soylent likes me for some reason and, you know, sends free swag and free merch. I mean, we don't do things because people pay us or anything like that. I mean, we're not corporate shrills or anything like that. We're not. We're really not. So even though I've got this cool Soylent hat, I'm not doing this review.
You can't even tell what it's advertising until you get right up and close. That's not just our camera.
So clearly we're not doing this because Soylent likes us.
That's like a nice plain black hat that you got there,
and
man.
that it did come from Soylent to me, and it cost me $0. But this isn't why we're doing it.
Why did they send you a hat?
We're doing it because this is our job and we're good at it.
Why did they send you a hat?
I don't know.
Why did they send I feel like it's the end of 7. Why did they send you a hat? Why did they send you a hat?
Where'd you get the hat?
What's in the hat? Your head. Alright, and in honor of the fact that you watched Logan last night, I will do the honors of opening the box.
You sure?
God damn it.
Got my straight razor out for you.
Nah, it's not for nothing. I still got to stab it and shit. These are my friends. See how they glisten. See, I'm not going to argue with him the rest of the show now that I know he's got that.
Oh.
They've got square bottles now. Before it was round. Maybe it's even got more liquid. Oh, look at this shit. Look at this. Huh? Fits in the box. Can stack them. If you so desire.
So what we have here is actually
for an
assorted box of all the chai flavors, which they are happy to pre-mix for you. You can also buy all these flavors separately. You will actually pay more for this mixed box than you will a box of one dedicated flavor, but this was the best way for us to try all three, because the coffee used to be just Coffiest and now it's Cafe Coffiest.
Coffee!
But we will do the coffee last because I have a feeling it's going to be the strongest of the flavors.
20% daily nutrition.
Yep.
So we're each going to drink 3 of these, right? To get like 60% of our daily value of everything!
Well, earlier this year I did do the first in my 5-on-1 series where I consumed nothing but Soylent for 5 straight days. So this is designed as a food replacement. It's not recommended, but it is something that you can replace all of your edible food with. And there are people out there in the Soylent community that have gone years without eating actual food and living on Soylent. I wouldn't recommend it. It's boring and it's psychologically damaging, but
I am going to cook a steak after this just about because I heard you say those words all together.
So we've got the Cafe Coffiest, Cafe Chai, which I wonder what that tastes like.
And Cafe White People, I mean Cafe Vanilla.
Choose your race. Red, black, white.
God damn, that's racist.
No yellow, though.
This is like a little
This is
sickly yellow. This is like
Well,
Japanese with
Wait for
jaundice.
cafe banana.
Go
We can talk.
banana!
Or would that be cafe curry?
Hey, this has got some chromium! But it doesn't say how much caffeine is in it. All it does say on here, complete meal, 20% daily nutrition, 20 grams protein, and
Protein. So this is to be a fully food meal nutrient replacement. So there's going to be a lot of stuff in it. 20% of what you need in a day in a bottle. So you drink 5 bottles, technically you don't need to eat. So
I'm going to.
But we are beating around the bush. It's time to dive into one of these drinks, and I think we'll start with what's likely to be the least offensive, which is the vanilla.
As for
Just in terms of like what it might do to your palate and how it might
there may
jive with
or
other
may not
flavors.
be like a lot of flavor. That is not the color I was expecting. There may or may not be like a lot of flavor to them, but I'm honestly looking forward to the chai most of all because I happen to be a large fan of chai tea, which doesn't have much caffeine in it as far as I'm aware.
And I'm not a big chai fan, so it'll be interesting to see how we compare and contrast that. But this looks kind of like paint water.
God, that's a good smell.
All those times that I drank this for 5 straight days, I never actually poured it out and looked at it. So this is very thick. It's very thick.
Gang bang!
Stay caffeinated.
Stay gang bang.
Oh, there's still coffee in that.
Of course there is. I wasn't expecting there to not be coffee in it. I mean,
No, I'm stupid.
cafe
Ready to drink
flavor.
meal with coffee.
Yeah,
So,
it's just
for some reason I thought it was just a
French.
straight up vanilla drink, not a coffee drink that's flavored vanilla. So that's my mistake.
Now, what it reminds me of is one of those instant French vanilla flavored powdered coffee drinks. One of those ones that's supposed to be an instant cafe situation. My mother drinks them, and they're not bad. And I used to like eat them by the tablespoon.
Those little things in the things.
Yeah, the French whatever you did.
Yeah.
Blue container. Blue container is what I remember out of it.
This is good. It's very tasty.
All right. It's got a very powdery feel to it, but that's probably like all the extra protein and all the vitamins. I know I've got more coming, but it's satisfying. I want to keep drinking them. I would drink 5 of these all at once, not because of the flavor, but because it's giving me a satisfying feeling.
That's what I was going for. It's satisfying.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe because it's been a few months since I did that 5-on-1 and kind of stepped back from Soylent, but I'm liking this a lot more now than I did then.
Protein!
Of course, I was also more limited in what I had flavor-wise before. I think if I had these, then that 5-on-1 would be a heck of a lot easier. But worth noting, 1 bottle is 400 calories. So,
Is that a lot?
well, it's 20% of what you're supposed to consume, according to the government, in a day.
Well, let's consume!
Oh, we'll kill off this vanilla.
Oh.
And now,
Your shelf.
we're on to the cafe chai, which I'm going to open.
Are we gonna score that now, or are we gonna score that later?
Do we want to score them individually, or?
I think we should score them individually because I want the flavor to be fresh in my mind when we do.
Okay, fair. So the cafe vanilla, I'm gunning right for like a 7.5. That's about where I'm comfortable.
While I find it satisfying, I'm gonna judge it strictly on flavor and go with a 6. It's not offensive, it's not great, it's just there.
So an average of 6 3/4 will go to a 7.
Let's round it to 7 because of the satisfaction, I feel generous. Let's give it a little more.
Okay.
Give a little more of that 5-on-1 action. Yeah.
Soylent Cafe Vanilla, nice solid 7.
Bam! Chai! Do you need some help, or has that 5-on-1 got you worn out?
Very much a lighter drink.
We'll find
Before
that
I pour this.
Ooh, palate cleanser. Palate cleanser.
So before I pour this, this one does not have coffee in it. This one is strictly ready to drink meal with chai. So it is just chai. There's no coffee.
Chai, no tea, no coffee.
Wow, that smells spicy though.
You haven't tried this one?
No, I haven't. This is a brand new flavor for me, just like the vanilla was.
Oh, no.
So there we go.
Maybe it's because I've only eaten a slice of pizza and a couple of beers today. But I'm feeling energized from that vanilla already.
I wish I'd swirled my glass out first. We got the colors mixing together. So the lighter shade is the chai.
What the fuck? There's some shit in the bottom of my glass. Ew. I think I need to rinse this off. There's the schmutz. Worth it.
I wonder if that was bits of coffee. Because they do use instant coffee to flavor their coffee drinks.
Ooh.
So
What do we got?
yeah, I wish I had rinsed my cup out like you did, but that's more the representative color.
Let's take a look at a side-by-side comparison. That's just having the vanilla coffee in this one to just the straight out and with the rinse in the glass.
So nutrient-wise, it's the same drink. It's the flavor that's the difference, and this is chai with no coffee. So
Scent-wise, I'm definitely appreciating the chai. Flavor-wise, it's making me think eggnog, Thanksgiving, and holidays and Christmas.
yeah, it's like nutmeg and cinnamon and clove. I mean, I'm not sure what the spice blend in chai is. But
I thought chai was a spice in and of itself.
But it smells like, it tastes like the smell of walking into a natural food store. You know, you
Or
got
the organic aisle of any regular
bulk
store.
spices, and it's just that very
Where something hits
earthy,
your,
aromatic,
face.
hippie smell. But it's in my mouth. It's not that bad.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's not amazingly good, but it's not that bad. This is something that I don't like as much as the vanilla.
Same. I usually prefer a chai, but
and
not
I think the
this
texture
time.
is a little different in this one. It's a little chalkier.
thicker. Even if I am using that word wrong, I'm full.
shooting more down to like 5 with this one. It's kind of middle of the road.
Yeah.
It's not offensively bad. It's not wonderfully good.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it deserves a full 2-point deduction like you're giving it. I'm giving it a 5.5.
I'll go up to 5.5.
Yeah.
5.5, Cafe Chai by Soylent.
Mm.
Not too shabby. Oh, I guess we're gonna finish this one as well.
Part of me is just saying a little bit more sweetener, just something to make it more of a dessert, because
Well, it's not supposed to be a dessert. And I just walk along those lines. The big issue that I found myself having when I did my week on Soylent was the fact that everything I was drinking was sweet. My biggest
did
thing
you
is...
want a turkey and gravy flavor?
Yes! I wanted something savory. Like, if they had a drink like this that was salty and savory and umami, then that would be a great offset to just all sweet.
Salty and savory, like a 5-on-1. I can't get past that.
All right, well now we're going to close things out by revisiting
The Coffiest.
what is now Cafe Coffiest. And again, the nutrient profile's exactly the same as the other two drinks. The only real difference is the fact that it is just coffee flavored.
I guess if you wanted consistency in your diet, not necessarily for the flavors, but just making sure that you've got all of your essential vitamins, amino acids, and nutramites, then
Fortify your exo.
then this is a way to go. Because sometimes I'm low on energy and I realize, oh crap, I haven't had anything with iron in it recently. Or, man,
Let that water. I'm gonna rinse my glass out.
give yourself a little swisheroonie.
Swisheroonie.
Mm-hmm.
Good for the palate-to-rooney.
Goofing
Goofing off, pal around a rooney.
Ooh. Ooh, are we? Wow, that is thick, and it's just like what was
now it looks
out
kind of like paint water.
on the freaking edge of the glasses. Doesn't taste the same, clearly.
Let's clear that palate out.
But now we'll get to see what the Coffiest looks like.
That
Personally,
is not an attractive color. That's brown.
what if every news organization, whenever there was some sort of White House press briefing, what if they just didn't talk about whatever Trump wanted to talk about, and all they would ask him about is, what do you mean by Covfefe? Even though it was like half a year ago, just every time, excuse me, I've got some questions about Covfefe, Covfefe.
No, that's fake Covfefe.
It's not real Covfefe. It doesn't have it doesn't have 20% of your daily vitamins and minerals that you need in your caloric intake.
Says the man that drinks 12 Diet Cokes a day.
Let's not forget how he eats fast food like twice a day. Wasn't he quoted as saying, I've never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke?
Yes.
Trump criticizes Trump. Stay caffeinated.
Stay happy.
Wow.
That's
Covfefe.
bitter.
That's
I think this is about what it tasted like before.
I think it tastes stronger than before, but maybe that's just my memory. I was expecting a sugary latte blend McCafe style, but this is more of an espresso beverage.
It's like you have a nice creamy base, but you have really sharp and astringent coffee flavor on top of it.
You say they use instant coffee?
Yeah, we have proved on this channel in the past that not all instant coffee has to be bad.
That's true.
So maybe they're, cutting some corners in affordability and just using a cheaper instant coffee, which,
You can
It's a
hardly hold it against them because, I mean, it's all about the bottom line.
it's not bad.
Not great.
I think the vanilla is the clear winner here in this mixed
Ding
bag
dong, Gail.
of
Ding dong.
Soylent.
I think I'm gonna have to give this like a 4.5. A 4.5 feels generous, so I'm gonna have to go with a 4. It's just.
Well, I was going to give it a 6, so that
Really?
gives it middle of the road 5.
5.
5.
5?
Yeah, if you like bitter coffee drinks, you might like this.
I do sometimes, but if there's more milk and a thicker drink,
Or maybe even a thinner drink. I think the fact that this is as viscous as it is means the flavor coats and holds onto your mouth a little longer.
what I'm saying is that if it were a thinner drink, I would expect the flavor that it's given more.
You know what might make this work? If you poured it over ice.
No, what else might make it work? Mixing it with the vanilla.
What's interesting though is our scoring for these drinks is
All over the place. Usually we're in agreement.
well, they're also in a bit of a line. So our lowest drink was the 5, and then was that a 6, and this was a 7. I think that's what we did.
Sounds right.
So yeah. So our
How about that
Coffiest,
memory?
solid 5. The cafe chai, 6. Better than neutral.
Yeah.
And the vanilla was a pretty good drink that I would go a bit out of my way for. And the fact that there's caffeine in it.
I still don't know why you call it 5.
It's 5 days on one product. That was just how I shortened it.
Ah, okay. God, you got
And I was just so sick
You
of it.
got so bored with the product. It was like you started trying to kill yourself through starvation rather than drink another one. That does not bode well. which is why they need savory flavors like roast beef and green bean.
You hear that, Soylent? Let's have some roast beef and green bean and some turkey giblet gravy and maybe even a fish chowder. And if you don't do it, I will.
Dude, I'm not gonna be a guinea pig in this project.
Put a stick blender in it and then pour it in a bottle. Microwave it when you're... It's basically that Campbell's noodle soup is what I'm thinking of.
I do like this.
So.
I shat in the bottle.
Alright, so this has been our completely unsponsored, even though they sent me a hat episode
Why
of...
did they send you a hat?
I don't know. I'm happy they did, so it's a hat. How often does a company send you a hat?
5.
Hey, reach out to Soylent. Maybe they'll send you a hat.
Hey, Soylent, my head is cold.
Hey, Soylent, what other merch you got?
Send me
What
some
other products have you got, Soylent?
Soylent, my friend. See how it glistens.
Alright, until next time, I'm Eric the Red. Stay caffeinated. Don't drown on Soylent. Between us, we just drank 1,200 calories.
It's a lot of calories.
I like to flush toilet.
Why? I believe I like to flush toilet is now your catchphrase.
Mix this with vodka, drink this straight, or add something else to it. I don't fucking know. But until then, until next time, this is Rickshaw Tom. Stay caffeinated, stay drinking, stay happy. Goddamn it. Goddamn, 20 minutes? Fuck! That's what drinking does to me. Time for me to pack for a week-long trip in Colorado. Stay tuned to see Ken Tom Colorado, whatever the fuck that means.